Greetings and welcome to Magic with Tamala Farron. Today we're going to discuss ancestors and connections. With the thinning of the veil at this time of the turning of the wheel, we have so much to process, and welcoming our ancestors is part of that process. Whether it's you leave flowers at their grave, or you have a dinner set at your table, or you create an ancestral altar. You can put pictures and offerings and flowers and personal belongings that they treasured on there so that they have the connection. They feel closer to you. You feel closer to them. It's at that point that you start to feel their energy around you. For some of us, it's all year round. For some, it's usually when the veil is thin. You might smell a perfume or a cigar smoke or cigarette smoke. For me, one of the things is my grandfather, my Pepe. He used to smoke a pipe, and he used to use a cherry tobacco. And every time he's surrounding me, I can smell the cherry tobacco burning. And it's a very distinct smell. So I know that he's there. With my mom, it's her perfume. She wore two different kinds, Nina Ricci and Chantilly lace. And I don't wear either one of them, and neither does anybody I know that's under 80. And there'll be times where I'll open up a cupboard and it'll come through. I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden I'll feel like somebody's holding my arms, and I can smell that as if somebody just dropped a full fresh bottle of it. I'm not the only one. My kids are like that too. They'll sit there and they'll go, "Grandma's in the house." So my Meme is usually lavender. She loved lavender everything. So if I'm smelling a lot of lavender, I know she's surrounding me. And it works like that pretty much on every level. There are things that you need, signs that you need to be aware of, whether it's a specific knock. My dad used to go, so if I hear that knock, I know who it is. There are different sounds that can be heard: singing in the kitchen, bread baking, all sorts of things that you can pick up on to know that you are being surrounded by family. And it's not just family that come to visit at this time of year, it's also really good friends. So if you've had some friends that have passed over, and all of a sudden a familiar song is playing in your head and you can't get rid of it, think of who that song's connected to. If you are hearing, I don't know, all different kinds of sounds, you can hear almost anything at this time of year, trust me. It starts to click in with different people. Smells clicks in, and you know instantly who that belongs to. It's vibes that you feel when you walk into a room. Books dropping that were gifts. Pictures falling off the walls. There's so many things that happen. I'm used to it all year round. But in honor and respect of those that come to visit you, flowers, tokens, candles lit, incense burning. Communicate. Let them know that you care, that you love them, that you know that that they're there. Don't just dismiss it. Don't just dismiss them. If they've come around you, there's a reason. They're either warning you or gifting you knowledge and wisdom. And if that's the case, you want to be able to honor and respect them in return. Give them that genuine thank you. A lot of the times I'll go out to my parents' grave and leave flowers and just sit and talk with them. And come home and their picture will be slightly tilted. Their favorite movie or favorite song comes on. When you put on a oldies station that is geared to the 80s, yeah, 80s, we're old now, and something from the 40s pops in, it's not the station, it's them. When alarms go off, or at 3 a.m., Alexa says, "I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite hear what you asked." Yeah, how did that happen? I've had alarms go off at specific times, like the hour that my mom passed. Like how can I put this? Better known as the witching hour. And I don't have any reason to set those. At 1 o'clock in the morning? There's no reason to be setting that. I don't set them for 1 in the afternoon. But yes, those are all connections. There are different things that I tend to do. I'll wear my mom's sweater. I'll wear jewelry that was gifted to me. I will, on my ancestral altar, put different things that I know that they would have loved. Different drinks that are their favorites, or foods that are their favorites. And it's an honor and respect. Same goes if you're in the graveyard and you're lighting candles. Put bowls of food, their favorites, in honor. It's that simple. People don't realize how easy it is to just say, "Welcome, I love you, you're welcome here anytime." These are people that loved you, that cared about you, that are willing to cross that barrier to connect with you again. At that purpose and point, we too should connect with them. Lighting black candles on Samhain to connect and let them know that we honor those that have gone on. Not necessarily considered dead, because their energy is still very much alive. And if you believe like I do, you go on into another life, they're just in a transitional stage. They've taken that space of time to walk with you, to talk with you, to be with you. So this essence of reality has connected you along your path and your way. So in this process, connect with them. Automatic writing, Ouija boards, pendulums, dowsing rods, seances. Use the proper protection, of course, for everything. Never leave yourself open to anything that may be negative passing through. Make sure that you are protected. But at the same time, open yourself up enough to receive these messages that you need to know, that you need to learn from. It's a process, and it's a time that we all need to share. Honor and respect our ancestors, family, friends. These are all people that we have come to love and understand. Just because they passed on into the Summerlands doesn't mean they're not with us. Respect them, trust them, share with them, honor them. This is the time of year. This is a connection. It's very sacred and very loving. Don't be afraid. When you're afraid, you will let everything flow through. When you are still very positive and allow that connection to filter, it comes through with a loving, honest, almost true blessing. And this is something that we all can do. I wish you the very best. I have more videos going up in a little while. So you take care. Blessed be. Please click like and subscribe. And enjoy. Also, if you want to share my videos with your pages or your groups on, say, Facebook or something, please feel free to. I love getting the information out there and connecting with as many people as I can. And if I can help, I'd love to. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Blessed be.